All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Felix. Today, I'll be sharing Companion Connect, a lightweight mental health companion that blends an LLM with simple behavioral prompts. We ran a small pilot with 15 people and saw large improvements in people's mood, which I'll show and then stress test. I'll focus on what worked, what didn't, and what to fix before real-world use. All right. Um, this matters because, first of all, loneliness undermines student well-being and performance, and campus support doesn't scale for everyone. Digital tools can fill access gaps if they're safe, responsive, and personal. Our goal wasn't diagnosis or therapy. It was simply, can a simple, configurable LLM companion nudge mood and reduce loneliness signals for students? All right, so introducing Companion Connect. The core loop is basically a chatbot. We pass a modular system prompt tuned for a supportive, non-clinical conversation. The user is able to set the bot's name, personality, and pronouns, and this is to increase the feeling of familiarity. Additionally, we supplement chat with an AI-based journaling and weekly social challenge for gentle behavioral activation. And settings include mood cues and an MBTI style profile used to flavor tone, not to profile the user. Here is a large-scale system diagram to explain uh, how the full thing works. As you can see, we use OpenAI, specifically GPT-4o, for for content generation. So in doing this, we solved three design problems. First of all, prompt optimization. We made empathetic, unscripted responses thanks to large language models. Furthermore, we also dynamically track mood. We can detect the affect from text without overreaching or violating privacy. And last of all, uh, personalization. We create useful tailoring without any cognitive load or, again, privacy violations. So first of all, let's cover prompt optimization. We split the system prompt into clear modular intents, like validate feelings, suggest a small next step, encourage social contact, and defer crises. Uh, and more specifically, I have a screenshot over here. The general response varies a lot based on the AI personality. And additionally, any information the user has willingly given the platform, such as their MBTI, conversation count, or current interest or conversation style, will be inputted into the prompt. Now, as for mood tracking, we combine two paths. The first one is the LLM mirrors the inferred sentiment from context, as in, if you sound angry, the LLM will figure out that you're angry intuitively. Furthermore, it also integrates simple trigger terms such as sad and happy for backup, and from there it will dynamically update the user's mood. The mood is used to adapt the style and pace of the conversation, not to label users. Last of all, we have personalization. Users are able to set their name, pronouns, interests, goals, MBTI, as in personality test results, and familiarity level. The point is report, not profiling. The defaults are safe and everything is reversible. Additionally, we have small implementation and UX details, such as a companion is thinking typing animation plus local state sync, so settings reflect changes directly in the chat. Weekly challenges appear in a persistent tab, and users can mark complete or get a new challenge. These small UX cues make the bot feel present and controllable. Now I'm going to show a quick tech demo of our platform. As you can see here, the main interface contains a chatbot. Right now, it's set to the default, aka companion. If I wanted to talk to it, let's say I'm feeling sad today? So first of all, uh, the chatbot immediately adapts to my mood. It knows that I'm sad now. Additionally, uh, it will work on trying to improve my mood uh, and responds in a very empathetic way. Here in the settings, you're able to modify a lot of things, such as light and dark mode. You can also change the AI's personality, which will affect its texting style. You can also take a personality quiz so the AI can know more about you. And of course, in the profile, you can feel free to add a lot of information about yourself. Here in the social challenges, we have a gamified system to encourage users to get out of their comfort zone. For instance, ask for help, like ask someone for directions. Upon marking that as completed, you'll be able to uh, get an award or a badge. Here I've already gotten 3 badges, but in the case that it was your first challenge, you would be able to get the first streak badge. Last of all, we also have the AI journaling feature. Here it will open with a question for you. This isn't exactly the scope of my experiment, but this is just some additional information. Upon answering it, the AI will be able to uh, follow up with questions to encourage self-reflection. Once you're done, you can end the session and summarize. And of course, the AI will share the insights it derived from conversation with you. Anyways, back to the presentation. We've also added in, the main focus of this was a study design, a pilot survey. We ran a short survey across 15 participants of mixed ages and genders. We collected self-reported mood on a scale of 1 through 5, before and after use, symptoms experienced, and the intent to recommend. The results show a significant mood improvement. Originally, the mood was around 2.27 on a scale of 1 through 5, with a variance of around 0.8. Afterwards, the average spiked up to 4.73 out of 5, with a much smaller variance. This indicates a huge mood improvement, according to user self-report. 14 out of 15 users would recommend the app to other people. 14 out of 14 respondents reported improvement, but this accounts for 1 blank answer. And the most frequent concerns eased included loneliness, anxiety, and low motivation. However, this experiment still has its weaknesses. For instance, it's a small non-randomized pilot. Self-report is fragile and inconsistent. There's also a novelty or Hawthorne effect, and we didn't measure durability, or results in the long term, but the result is a promising signal, not evidence of full clinical efficacy, like what a therapist would be able to do. However, it does justify a larger controlled study. So recent surveys show that people already use large language models for mental health support because they are available and affordable. Users also report perceived well-being gains, but there are likely a lot of safety and privacy trade-offs. Reviews show that large language models used for screening, education, uh, or they are used for screening, education, and counseling support. And our work sits in the support and behavioral activation slice with a simple user-controlled design. All right, so going forward, we want to position the bot as non-therapeutic support. We avoid diagnosis, we defer crises, and we encourage human contact. Logs are opt-in and minimized. Personalization is entirely transparent and revocable. And before wider release, we need crisis routing, red flag phase detection with human escalation paths, and routine bias and safety audits to ensure that our AI is entirely transparent. So going forward, we want to fine-tune on opt-in conversation logs or few-shot prompts to stabilize empathy without cliche. Additionally, we want to test effects across different large language models. Right now, we use OpenAI's GPT-4o. We can test it across Claude or Gemini or other AI models. And we can validate mood and connection scales and add long-term follow-up windows. Last of all, we can have privacy by design, like an on-device inference or tight retention windows. Anyways, in conclusion, we are a simple user-controlled LLM companion with small UX nudges, which can raise self-reported mood in a short pilot experiment. This is currently just a signal, not conclusive proof of the effects of mental health of AI chatbots on mental health. If we combine empathetic prompting, mood inference, and opt-in personalization with real guardrails, these tools can definitely help students feel less alone while we build stronger evidence. Thank you. I would be happy. Uh, I would be happy to discuss any questions.